Hey, what's up, guys? I am actually in the hotel tonight and my camera's jacked up. Give me one sec, guys. All right, sorry, guys. I'm going to have to be an avatar for a minute. The problem is that there's something going on with my webcam and it just does not want to work right now. So give me one second and I'll figure it out. Apologies about this. This is not usual, it's not normal, but I'll figure it out. Give me a second. I'm obviously on a new setup to some degree, and so um, it is not working. So let me do this. And do that. Then we'll start over. Sorry about this, guys. I thought I had it all settled before I logged on, but apparently I did not. So I am still in Vegas. I was actually supposed to fly out in about right about now, and it unfortunately that is not happening because the frankly, there's no they canceled my flight. There's no flight to take, so that's pretty terrible. And this is not working. Why is this? I mean, it shows it should be working, but this is not working. Maybe couldn't, but maybe it is. Weird. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I am struggling a little bit getting this to all work together. It would be working. It is not working. And for some reason, so it's interesting. How weird is this to not have the webcam actually work? It's always worked before with this software, but it is not working now. So let's see what we can do. See what we can make happen. Let's, oh wait, here we go. How about this? No, I don't think that. Don't care about that. So let's see. That is not working. This is terrible. Let me try one more thing. Let's just try this. And let's do this. So let's do this. Let's take that. All right. All right. Let's see if what we have here is going to be okay. So we're going to get rid of this too. I think maybe the problem is somewhat self-induced. So let me try that. All right. Now let's try. See what we get. I'm not muted. I'm just jerking around with the camera because it is being unhinged. It is an unhinged camera. Very interesting. All right. Well, I guess we're back to the internal camera. We'll unplug this. What I do? There we go. All right. And we'll switch cameras here. All right, there we go. Well, it's the best I can do, guys. Sorry about that. I do apologize. Cartridges, I'd like to have a CSAT have a second chances. Spitzer bullet shape and better tune power load, the 25 NAA and the 32 NAA. Let them be light carbine cartridges. A massive amount of light carbine cartridges. And 25 and 32 are not like big things right now. They're 25 and 32 are more like kind of like really old school, really probably going to happen in anything new. And the reason for that is, to be honest, everybody's into the 6.8s. There's a lot of things going on that really It's just, it kind of is what it is. Um, there's no other way to say it. The 6.8, the 6 millimeter, they're just ballistically, they're so good. They're just so good. And that's why you're seeing 6 millimeter arc and some of these other cartridges. Powders come a long way. Not that you couldn't see a 25 caliber or 32 caliber come out. I wouldn't anticipate that being something that's something that's coming out. Now I'm going to be uploading pictures. I took a ton of pictures, as many as I probably should have. Talked to a bunch of people, and it's been a great show right up until my flight got canceled and I couldn't go home. How's the sound, guys? Does the sound good? I am on like 4 platforms right now, so so it's I'm trying to figure this thing out. Now, I am live on Kick, both YouTube channels, and Twitter right now. And I can see chat from all of them, so it doesn't matter which channel you're in. Obviously, if you are in the in Unreasonable Man channel, it would be great if you would jump over into the Gun Prattle podcast, and I will. I'm actually going to throw that link out there right now. Can't believe I had so much trouble with the camera, but this was kind of spur of the moment, and I really didn't test anything before I went live. Hey, what's up, BIY? How are you, sir? Yes, I am in a hotel room, and I'm in a hotel room because the airlines canceled the flight. I should have already been on an airplane. And so, yeah, there we go. I've had a great time with Clover Tech, been hanging out with Clover Tech pretty much, not the whole time because I had things I needed to do and things he needed to do, but definitely it's been a great show. SHOT Show is really interesting. It is like, to some degree, you'll see some like really state-of-the-art stuff and product launches and things like that. But really, the big thing that I've always tended to see is there's stuff from all over the world that comes here to SHOT Show, looking for distributors, looking for marketing, looking for importation, especially now. And it's crazy, the stuff that we just don't get to see very much here publicly because of port restrictions, or there's just nobody that wants to import it. We're very lucky in some regards that large companies like Springfield, like Century Arms, like some others that will buy those guns and bring them over. And now there are companies like Daria that actually have made they've made guns for Rock Island or Arms Corps or whoever for years, and they've been able to move wisely. And now Daria has actually got a factory in the United States. They've got they're building more and more firearms here in the United States, as well as in Turkey, where they're from. So it's really interesting, really good to see. Going forward, there's some definite things that I'm going to do with the firearms channel, especially, but the political channel, the Unreasonable Man is going to also, I'm going to be pushing pretty hard there. I'm really unhappy that I've been throttled to about 14,000 subscribers, and there's nothing that makes it more apparent than this past month, where last month ended the month at about 14,200 subscribers. We gained to 14,800 ish, and then today it's at like 14,300. And that's just kind of how this has gone for the past year and a half. I hit 14,500 subs, and it just seems to be like this milestone that I can't get past, if you will, right? Like it's just not happening. So, not for lack of trying, right? Like I'm really am trying to move past it, move into the 15, 16, 20,000 sub range with the And an Unreasonable Man channel. You know, it's tough right now. You know, definitely getting throttled, and nothing is more annoying than knowing that you can have a larger reach, and yet you don't. So it's very, very annoying. But getting back to the show, a couple things really stood out. Steyr, who's always made really good guns, really good pistols, really good rifles. Steyr has changed a bunch of their leadership, especially in the U.S., and there seems to be a very pointed plan, motivation. There's a lot of motivation, very pointedly making the Steyr AUG a lot better gun, and I support that. I really, really want to love the Steyr AUG. The problem is it kind of sucks. You know, like the trigger's not good. Optics aren't, you know, optic has been a challenge in the past. You know, there's some other things, but it looks like they're taking all of the feedback, good and bad, and they're going to revise the Steyr into the G3 model, which I think is going to be rad. I think it's really good. They also introduced a line of pistols. Now, I forgot the model. I've got the information, but I just don't write it on the tip of my tongue. I don't have the model number, but they're a hand-fitted, hand-tuned kind of competition pistol. Single action, good safety, trigger reset's good. The trigger break is pretty good. What's impressive, I think, is the way that it the way that the gun is made. It's very, and I sampled like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, so I'm sorry. But so really sorry, guys, if it's just really in and out, or if it really kind of sucks. I'm sorry. I am on hotel Wi-Fi, so I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I get it. I would rather not have it lagging, but thanks, Tyler Moore. Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, and it just sucks. I don't think it's just you. I think I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, and it's just unfortunately the way it is. Breezy Bella, where did Breezy Bella go? Breezy Bella, my day was great. It was a lot of fun. A little stressful because my flight got canceled. That's okay. I'm here in Vegas, having a good time, relatively. And I'm going to do a stream, and then we're going to go get some dinner. So anyways, Steyr has a lot of really good stuff. Steyr has some good stuff coming out. Gerson, the new Gerson High Power, kind of like their Pro model, is amazing. The grips are real G10. They have a great feel to them. The gun itself feels really solid. It's still a high power. It still has, you know, all the quirks of a high power, but they've really gone through and really made it a really good high power. I honestly I didn't stop at the High Point booth. I know that Clover went by and looked at it, but I didn't. So I apologize for all of you High Point guys. I didn't get it. So the at the end of the day, what we ended up doing most of the time was I was talking to people about coming on the show. Now, looking forward for the Gun Prattle show, I've got some really, really good competitive shooters coming on. I've got manufacturer and company owners, CEOs coming on. I've got some people coming on to talk about mental health. I mean, look, it's a stack. I got a stack of cards of people who want to come on the show. So that's really cool. And that's going to be, we're going to keep going forward with that. I am going to do some gun testing over here off and on. And although that's not the main focus of the channel, it certainly, it can pay the bills. So we'll do some of it. I'm pretty positive I'm going to be testing the new Daria Max 12 shotgun. And it looks really, really cool. So we have a lot of really good stuff going on. So the Gerson's really cool. Gerson is also, that's part of SDS, and going to get one of the Military Armament Corporation, the MAC 2011s. I think we've got a deal working out where I'm going to take one. Now this is about a $1,200 gun. You can buy it. It's very, very inexpensive. And I'm going to take that gun and we're going to put some good parts in it and do a little bit of work to it that anybody can do, like anybody. And with just tools that most people have or can buy cheaply, and turn it into see how close we can get it to a true competition race gun that's really, really expensive. And I think that's going to be very interesting. We have a lot to look forward to. It was a great show. I mean, the last time I was here, it was an okay show. Clover Tack has said it's kind of been okay for the last couple of years. This year, it was a great show. There was a lot of newer stuff. There was some new manufacturing and things like that. Am I going to be looking into the 5.7 by 28 and 4.6 by 30 millimeter option? Nothing fancy, gave the PR. Yeah. So here's the thing. Those rounds are cool, but they're not that cool. And they don't really have they don't have any usefulness in my day-to-day life. Okay. So mainly because I don't need to defeat body armor on people and I don't need to shoot through car doors very often. And if I do, I have 38 Super to do that. So honestly, I'm probably not going to move too far outside of the pistols, not too far outside of 22, 9mm, and 45, unless I do some revolver stuff. And I'll do some 38 Super because I like 38 Super. But some of these other calibers, now 5.7 is a lot more attractive now because the ammunition cost is almost good. But you can't, 5.7 is one of those rounds that you almost can't practice with because of the expense of the ammo. And that's interesting. Funk It Button, I agree with you. 5.7 is neat for women. Sure, absolutely it is. So is 22 Magnum. 22 Magnum is awesome for women. 22 Magnum is a lot cheaper. So there's a lot of niche stuff that I'm just probably not going to have that much interest in. Now, not saying I won't do anything on it, not saying we're not talking to people about it. There's a lot of really interesting stuff. You thought it would, hold on. I was thinking the use would fit better as an around the range carbine brace pistols for varmint and plinking. So when you look at the 4.6 and the 5.7 in a carbine like the 90, it's cool. It is actually really cool, and it's a lot of capacity. not a lot of weight. But it's also not particularly in the cartridges that are in the bullets that are available right now. I'm not sure how effective it would be at longer ranges for varmints, right? And again, the neat thing is that we have 22 Magnum, and 22 Magnum is now again, I wouldn't shoot a coyote at any distance with 22 Magnum, but I've shot prairie dogs at 300 yards with 22 Magnum, so it can do it. It just you got to work at it. But then again, I've shot prairie dogs at 100 yards with a standard 22, so maybe I'm just built different. And I do like the 5.7. I don't know about the 4.630, but and I didn't see a whole lot of them. The thing about this, P. Fletch, is that I didn't see very many of them at all. Now I wasn't specifically looking for them either, but a lot of the guns, basically, as far as pistols go, the Glock and Glock clones, the CZ style European clones, like the like the Tangfolio, to a lesser degree, like the Steyr, those double action European style clones, and the 2011 are absolutely hands down the number one pistols that I was seeing. So, and it really, it would be a really interesting, it's a really interesting thing. So Pius 52, I'll drop the link to the Discord. You can join my Discord. I don't randomly add people to my. I even have Discord open, and I do. So there we go. So I'll drop the invite link to the server for anyone that wants to join. Don't cause any trouble over there, though. The mods are vicious. So there you go. All right. CZ75 Legend, yeah, it's pretty good from CZ Cole. Yeah. Let's see. Flatter trajectory, the 9mm, more reliability plus longer range performance. The rim fire seems like a winner to me. To each your own, though. Yeah, I get it. I honestly didn't see a lot of the guns out there for that. I didn't see a lot of people pushing it. Now, part of that is it's still really early, right? It's still really, really early in the 4.6 lifespan, and 5.7's had a lot of challenges. Even though it's been around a long time, it's had a lot of challenges. I do think that there's a place for it. It's just not really on my radar quite yet. So all right, so there's that. The revolver and lever action and pump guns, all of the more classic style guns that are available were massively represented this time. Like several manufacturers, custom manufacturers, huge assortments of really cool single action revolvers. Very classic. A lot of it's new, like a Birdie and some of the other. A lot of it's brand new stuff, but it's really classic looking. And I think there's a real drive behind that. So, and so that's something to be looked at. Now, me, what I was looking for content, obviously, and I'm looking for people to help me produce content. So that's what I did. And basically, I would sit down and I would give my pitch, and people were very responsive to it. They really liked. We're going to have some really interesting guests over the next few months. I'm not going to tell you who they all are. I did get to meet Lou Ferrigno, and I put a picture up on my Facebook of that. Dude is still awesome. Super cool guy. met a lot of people that I pay attention to. I shook Wild Bill Hickok's hand. I shook, I hung out with Daniel Horner for a few minutes, who's I've shot with before. A lot of these people I've shot with, but I don't get to hang out with them. But it looks like, we're going to have Laney Barnes, the Olympian. I've shown some of her videos before on the channel. We're going to have, she's said that she's interested in coming on. We've had several other notable people say that they would love to come on the channel and talk gun prattle. So that's what we're going to do there. Now, what I personally found really interesting and what I just thought was super cool the entire show was just the variety of stuff from a variety of manufacturers. Again, guys, I don't think you really realize how big firearms industry truly is, and how little of it we get to see here in the United States. But there's also a lot of stuff that was really happening. I think that is very interesting. There's one of the things that I thought was really very interesting is you have manufacturers that are listening to people about very specialized things, and they have the room to breathe to be able to bring those things to market, and they're finding that, hey, people really want this stuff. So that's really, really good. The amount of ammunition. Wolf is coming back to the market. I know a lot of you guys out there are probably big Wolf ammunition fans. Really like it, as it was cheap and you could get a lot of it. And it went bang every time you pulled the trigger. Me personally, I love the Wolf primers, and they have a high performance copper colored primer that I absolutely love, and it has been it's been discontinued for a long time. It is very consistent, gives very low SDs, and honestly, I've been missing it for like 5, 6 years, 7 years, however long it's been since they haven't been around, and so I'm really super happy to have them hopefully bringing it back into the States. And it looks like they might. They were basically saying maybe third quarter, first of the year, we might see Wolf primers come back into the market for sale. And that's great because, they're very well priced. And so I'm looking forward to that. There's a lot, man, just so much that it is super promising. So many 2011s out there. If you want a custom 2011, it's the best time in the world to be alive because there are so many out there, and they're production guns. They're as good as full and custom guns were just 10, 15 years ago. It's amazing the quality of your dollar buys right now. And so it's that's all super exciting. There's just a ton of stuff. It was just a really, really good show for me. Now, I don't know how everybody else's show went. I really haven't talked about it to anybody. It's kind of sucked here at the end because, I should be on a plane right now, and I'm sitting here in a hotel room fighting with a webcam to have a decent show. And, it's fine. And I'm hoping that, going forward, this channel will definitely, this channel is going to improve. And the debate channel hopefully will continue to grow. So that'll be great. I've been after Henry to bring out a pump action carbine and 327 Magnum. 357. Somebody used to make a 357 pump carbine. I don't know who it is, but they used to do that. I have actually really liked the 357 38 pump action carbines. They're really cool. They're really cool guns. And lever action carbine. There was a ton of lever guns. I mean, just a ton. So crazy. Just, you guys can't imagine the brand there. Ah, 327 Federal Magnum. Okay, I've never seen 327 on the shelf. Never seen that. So that's cool though. You like the odd calibers, I see. Yeah, Israeli arms. IWI was there, but it was all Tavors and all of their tactical plastic pistols, which was fine. Yeah, I am there, so talk to those guys for a little bit. So really cool. I mean, it's actually really cool stuff. And we had a great talk with the people from GOA. We had a great talk with the NRA. Go to Clover Tax channel and watch Clover Tax channel, because he does a really, really good interview. Yesterday, day before yesterday, he did just an amazing interview with the lady that's run for a chair of the NRA, and they're going to be really good. Yep. Well, hey, what's up, TVT? Good to see you, man. Breezy Bella, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't, in the middle of a show, I don't look at things. So you're welcome to join the Discord and hang out. And then you can, we'll take a look at stuff, but I'm not really ignoring anymore. Yeah, you're the oddball those covers were made for. Yeah, I mean, look, man, they're all cool, man. It's all good. So I ran into a lot of my former people I compete with, and I really had a good time with that. And so that was really good. I already dropped a link to my Discord. You can just join the Discord there, so it's fine. Yeah, Clover Tech. Clover Tech has a lot going on. He goes, and you guys have to understand. I looked at this as this was work for me, right? Like it's cool to look at the guns, but I really didn't actually look at or fondle that many guns. There was some stuff that I really liked, but for the most part, guns are secondary to the business aspect of it, and that is getting people to come on the show for content, making arrangements to get some product to evaluate for content, or whatever. So that was all far more important, honestly, than anything else. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to go here, but some. If you guys have any kind of questions or anything that you want to ask, I'm certainly happy to answer them. I am going to have to bail at some point because I'm going to have to get some food. We'll get in there. We'll get something going on. So yeah, it's good times, really good times. And there was the theme of this year's show was suppressors. Lyman, the reloading company, has licensed, and I'll talk more about this, has licensed a Danish company's suppressor design. It's been out for a very long time. Licensed it. They're making them in Connecticut. They do everything in-house except for the anodizing, and we'll be talking more about this. And it is a it's a thread together can, so you can make it as long or short as you want it. And it's priced around $200. And it's a very, very good pricing from Lyman. And that's Lyman Reloading Company. Nosler, the bullet company, has introduced a line of suppressors under the Nosler brand. It was all suppressors all day, every booth, basically had suppressors. And I don't care, so the thing is that, hey, where were you guys 10 years ago, right? Like, where were all these companies that wanted to give up and do suppressors um, when we first introduced the HPA? Yeah, yeah, you weren't there, were you? But now you are, because other people have made it possible for you to make money off of this, and that's fine. I'm actually really not knocking them that badly. I just find it very interesting, and I think most people, if they're honest, will say, "Yeah, that's a little interesting." Where were you? Where were you when all this was going down? You know, and so basically, everybody's making a suppressor now. Everybody, pardon me. Basically, um, with the tax stamp removed, it's going to be a very interesting. It's a very interesting year as far as suppressor. Now, there is some industry concern that at some point they're going to have some vote um, in Congress to put the law back. But and so they're kind of, some of the suppressor companies are kind of feeding the angst of the public, saying, "Hey, you better go get your suppressor now." So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. What's up, my man, Mikey Balls in the house? How the hell are you, sir? How the hell are you? Have I seen the new ambient arms, new cooling flow through tech? It's kind of the same as Huxworks flow through tech, basically the same deal. I think it's really cool. Um, you would think that. I think it, and I think it has. I know that. So they were talking in the GOA interview where some guy has, and we knew this was going to happen. Some guy has registered a potato as a suppressor. Did a form one. Did a form one on a potato. Potato. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked. I thought about looking at the Hux work a little different, but I honestly don't. I don't care that much because I don't do full auto a ton. Um, Once again, Breezy Bella, I I'm not going. I'm in the middle of a show, so I'm not going to pay much more attention to this. If you want to contact me, join my Discord. I've posted the link, and then just be part of the Discord, and I'll see you, and I'll get I'll talk to you at some point about whatever it is you want to talk about. So yeah, so um, you qualified for the executive committee. Awesome, bro. Awesome. First time publicly running. Let's go. She's over in Kick TBT. If you guys would, you should join and follow the Kick channel, because going forward, all of the interviews and basically any gun content will go there first, because I'll be handling firearms and firearm accessories, and we'll do that on Kick, where my channel won't get a strike, and then changing it and then uploading it to YouTube as a recorded. So I believe that that's right, TBT. I believe this is a bot, which is why I'm being the way I am. So sorry guys, I'm actually trying to get Clover Tech to go to lunch or dinner. So yeah, it's a bot for sure. It's a bot. But at any rate, so gun Prattle in of itself, I think is going to be really good. I think it's going to go forward really, really well. Obviously, this is not the best show, and I may delete this because this is just me goofing off in the hotel room because I'm stuck here for the night. I do have to get up at like 3 a.m., so I'm going to go get a dinner and um, get some sleep, get up tomorrow morning, and hit the airport. So, and I have to repack all this stuff since I unpacked it to do this show. But yes, definitely suppressors and 2011s were the number one item that I saw. Now I've got a ton of interviews that are probably going to happen. Like I'm going to have the owner of Desert Tech on to talk about his bullpup rifles and how he got to where he is. I'm going to have I'm going to have Russell Fagan, the Sinister Rifleman, who's gotten probably more people started in three gun than anybody else. I promise you, if you've not seen his video, if I showed you the video, he would it would probably be like, oh yeah, I've seen that. It is an amazing video that got a lot of people started in three gun or multi gun action shooting. It's wonderful. Um, you have I'm going to have James Gill, the one-eyed, one-legged man that kicks everybody ass. I literally, um, literally talked to him today about coming on the show, and he's all for it. Matter of fact, he may come on both shows. He may come on the political channel and Unreasonable Man, and he may come on the gun channel, Gun Prattle. We'll see. I've got manufacturers reps or the manufacturers themselves from Daria. I believe SDS has talked about coming on. They're an importer. Sarazmaz, who SAR 9, the SAR 9, SAR 7 and SAR 9. I think they're going to come on, and there's I think we're going to have somebody from OLite or OSite to talk about how that happened, and now they're a separate company from OLite. So OSite is his own brand. It's a ton. I talked to all the interesting people I could get. Rise Armament, I think, is going to come on at some point. I think the CEO of Rise Armament is going to come on the show. I've talked to so many people, and got so many. I think James Tarr, the author, is going to come on the show. There's, like I put in work this weekend, so I'm a little beat up, but so with luck, I will be back in Nashville sometime tomorrow evening. I'm basically traveling from 6 a.m. until 6, I think. So, we'll see what happens. Again, I was supposed to be on a plane right this minute, headed to Nashville. Didn't happen. Flight canceled. So that's no good. And it's been a pretty good show. I really wish I had like some really controversial things. But no, you know what, Mr. Boulay? I'm actually not sick at all. Before I left, I had so many debates in a row that I was losing my voice. And the problem is that I've literally been talking the whole time I've been here. So I've been trying to talk really low because I don't want to lose my voice completely. But I have to talk to people. Like it's kind of part of it. But we're gonna have Mark Witt. We're gonna have him on. He works for Barrett. He's worked with him a very long time. He covers Texas and some other areas. He's a super chill guy. He's been a match director. He shoots three gun. He shoots all kinds of really cool stuff. And so we're going to have the guys from Barrett on. I mean, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a great season, guys. The Board of Peace. Have I missed something? Do we have a Board of Peace? I don't know what a Board of Peace is. Is a Board of Peace the board they spank your ass with? Is that what a Board of Peace is? I don't know. So, but yeah, I think Clover Tack went to sleep. He was beat today. He was actually kind of hurting. It's a board of peace to paddle. So what they beat your ass with when you're not peaceful? Oh, I see. Gaza Board of Peace Charter. Okay, I'll have to look into that, Mikey Balls. So the problem is while I've not been living under a rock, I'm pretty damn close because I have done nothing but be at the show and in bed. That's it. Talk about how someone managed to get stabbed outside a gun show or what happened to the stabberer. I I haven't heard that. Is there honestly I haven't heard of any trouble here. Um, I've had man, I just had a great show. Like I've been working this whole time. I'm going to have the guys from Ely Manufacturing or Ely Ammunition from England make match like true match competition ammo come on, and they're going to talk. I think I've got one of the like top guys from England. I think he's going to talk about how their 22 ammo specifically is made, and also Ely has a new 9 millimeter measure and minor loads that it'll make more factors, so you're not going to show up at the match and be kicked, but it will 100% be good ammo and lower recoil. So it's expensive, but I mean it's match ammo, so as long as the accuracy's there, they're supposed to send me some ammo to try out. Um, there's some really cool new shotguns out for sporting clays and that sort of thing. There's a brand called Huge X that looks like it's maybe the best value in shotguns for beginner to upper mid level, like that you can put your hands on. They look really um, um, sorry, Clover Tack. So, but yeah, it's going to be. I'm telling you, if even half of the people that I have lined up actually show up, it's going to be legend. It's going to be a legendary season. Legend. So the plan is I get home sometime tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully I don't get stuck in Dallas or in Florida, where that I have to. So I had a nonstop flight. They canceled that. There are no nonstop flights for a couple of days that haven't been canceled. But there is this flight to Dallas in the morning, which is not canceled yet. But, which by the way, I should check on it. And so we'll see. We'll see how it works out. If it may be, and I don't doubt it at all right now, um, that um, so bad. Um, I changed planes in Dallas. Oh, you're in Dallas? Yeah, I changed planes in Dallas. Looks like I depart here at 6:30 p.m. It doesn't tell me when I get there. I depart Dallas 12:10 in the afternoon. It's gonna be great. So, and then I got to fly to Florida. I don't change planes. I stay on the plane, and then maybe I get to Nashville. We'll see. I think I'm going to get as far as Florida, and then they're gonna kick me off the plane. That's what I think. So, we'll see. But, yeah. Anybody have any questions about things that you may have heard about from Shot Show or anything else? Yeah, yeah. One thing the Double Alpha Academy had come out, which they're a kind of a competition oriented accessory maker. They make accessories for Dillon presses and other presses and belt gear and some other stuff. And they make a really cool shot timer that interfaces with various like iPads, phones. It'll basically interface with a lot of things directly to practice score, which is awesome. But they have these new target actuators that you can set either on the timer or on reactive target. So you can shoot a plate and it activates, or you shoot a, or you just program into the timer so that 10 seconds into the run or whatever, it activates the timer, or it activates it on a couple of seconds after the start. So it's a really cool thing. It's really awesome. Didn't actually get a lot of footage. Fucking, I was moving too fast. Really, I was shaking too many hands to set up cameras and stuff. I had so many booths to get in and out of. So um, it was yeah, it was all I could do just to get everything done that I needed to get done. So, and of course, the AVN started yesterday or day before yesterday, so there've been a lot of hookers in town too, or pardon me, adult film actresses. But, yeah. Let's see what Clovertack says if I should go to dinner. I think Clovertack is beat. He had a long weekend. Of course, he did a show 3 or 4 days that we were here. He did an hour long or slightly longer than an hour long podcast every day. Some recording glasses. Yeah, I could have brought the meta glasses, and I probably should have. Yeah, I honestly haven't seen that many hookers. I don't know where they're at. And I'm not looking for them. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. All right. So anyway, sometime I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Maybe maybe we have a show tomorrow night, like a normal show in the studio, doing the things that we should be doing. Um, on Saturday night, but maybe not. It very well may be that tomorrow, this I'm on a flight all freaking. I mean, I have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning or 30 in the morning to make the flight. That's crazy, man. And if I make the flight, then I get in at like I don't know, like 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So yeah, I may just be too burned to do a show tomorrow night. We'll see. If not, there's Monday, and I've scheduled some stuff. I have a lot of work to do, so we'll be doing that. And then Emmett seemed to be very busy and not able to do clips for me as much. So I need, not that I want to Emmett to stop doing clips for me, but I need someone else that can do clips. If you do clips and you're good at it, then please reach out to me. One of the things that I'm going to do on especially the political channel is they've just updated Streamlabs to where I can mark the stream so that in playback it will show you can go directly to the clips that you want. I'm still messing with it. I'm still adjusting settings, but at some point that's going to make somebody's life a lot easier. So that needs to happen. And if you're new here and you're watching for the first time and you think, hey, this is really boring, you're right. It is really boring because, man, I'm wrecked. I am wrecked. And I don't really have a subject to really banter about or anything. So, yeah. There's so many suppressors, man. Like everybody had a suppressor out. Everybody. Line Nosler bullets. Can you imagine a bullet company has released a suppressor? What do you think about that? Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yes, Charles, you came in very late. I'm sorry, buddy. This was a very short stream, too. It's about 1 hour. I was just really, I just needed something to do between when I got in from the show and when I'm going to go to dinner. I'm going to go to dinner here in a few minutes. And, I was just kind of filling time. I don't think Cloverneck's going to make it, so I'm going to stroll over. I'm going to have some Italian food tonight. I've had steak the past, I had a hamburger last night, steak the 2 nights before, so I'm feeling a little bit of Italian. I'm going to get some kind of, not carbs, I'm going to get some good stuff, but, not those 2 guns are lame. All right. Well, that's great that you think that. Hey, thank you, Mr. Boulay. Good to see you on more often. I'm glad that life is kind of going in the right direction. So that's awesome, and super cool to see that. My buddy, No Clothes. I'm actually really not sure how to say his name. He says guns are lame. I mean, honestly, to be able to make such a statement probably makes you a little lame, or at least suspect. As always, guys, if I happen to be in your town and shooting a match or just hanging out like I am now, if you happen to be nearby and want to hang out, more than likely, I'll hang out with you, unless you're some kind of super weirdo, and then I won't. But yeah, other than that, unless somebody has like some really awesome subject, I'm thinking I'm probably going to go grab some lasagna and a salad and call it a night. But I'll give you guys a couple of minutes, post up some stuff, see what's going on, and we can talk. We can talk. Like all you guys, puns over guns. I don't think so. Canadians and Australians are lame, no guns. That's funny. Yeah, they're kind of lame that way. Italian food may be made by an Asian, chicken eaten by an American. Yeah, could be. Could be, but it's going to be awesome. I'm going over to the Venetian. The Venetian. It's right next door. So I'm going to go to the Venetian and have lasagna, I think. Maybe something else. Who knows? You guys have been awesome tonight. Again, pop-up streams are weird. I will be back on my normal schedule going forward here pretty soon. Unfortunately, I took all of well, not unfortunately, but I did take a ton of pictures on my phone. Those pictures have to be uploaded to my Google Drive. As soon as that's done, then I will share the pictures. But that may be a day or two before I get around to checking and if that's actually done. I don't remember. It has an automatic time to do that. I don't remember what it is. And yeah, I want to thank Mikey Balls for coming in. Charles Darwin, good to see you, buddy. Uh, Department, Mr. Boulay, the Department of Numismatics. I see you out. I've seen you out there pretty much the whole time. TVT has made it in. Fuck It Button has made it in. BIY, who, by the way, I hadn't seen in a while. And 13, I'm missing 13. 13 seems to have been having some computer problems. And I saw him online the other night. Hopefully he's getting everything sorted out. That'd be great. Yeah, it's going to be really great. Notlo says American are the least responsible people geopolitically and domestically to own weaponry. Science fact. First of all, that would be a scientific fact. So obviously you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But here's the thing. And this is interesting, those two. You know that you are statistically more likely to trip, fall, and die than you are to get shot and die. Do you know that? That's weird, right? Isn't that weird? You could be like, wow, America, so dangerous. Oh my God. You could just walk down the street and get shot. But honestly, Jim Bob, well, wait, I like Jim Bob. Can't call you Jim Bob. John Boy. Honestly, John Boy, the problem is you're more likely by a lot to just simply get up out of bed, trip, fall, bust your head, and die than you are to get shot and killed. Isn't that weird? How insane do you need to be to object to weapons when more people die by simply tripping over their dumbass feet? Should we ban shoes? How about we use foam on all of the surfaces around your house? Maybe. Oh. So my science, your science, because my science is real and your claim is wrong. No, you didn't. You didn't just look it up. You're lying. So that's interesting. We Americans don't give a fuck what no gun foreigners say while they think about us 24/7 and they never cross our mind. That's pretty fun. I like that. Fuck It Button coming in hot. Coming in hot. Really, yeah. Yeah, guys, remember all the super chats will be shown on the screen, although I tend to do that anyway. All super chats over $5 will be read, although I tend to read most of them anyway. Super chats $10 and over are given priority. They used to get TTS. I have to set that back up, and we'll get that done again. And you may also send in super chats via Cash App. What's the number one child of cause death in America? Abortion. Abortion is the number one cause of children's death in America. Fight me. Fuck It Button's got the right deal. Yeah, he gets wrecked on every claim he's ever made. Nope, it's abortion. Guaranteed, 100%. 100%. Now, the only way that you can get to the claim that guns is the number one cause of child death is if you ignore abortion, and you have to include gang violence. You have to include gang violence, and you have to raise the age of children to 18. You can't have children be the old standard of, I believe, 14. So it seems like, not Lowe's too, you're kind of using really fucked up logic. Fetuses aren't children. Yes, they are. Absolutely, they are. Absolutely. That's why that's when you're captain. That's why you're Captain Insano. It's literally, literally, this is why you're Captain Insano. Just FYI. Just FYI. How young a kid are we talking about? Yeah, exactly. They got to include 18-year-old, and they have to include gang violence. You can't. They do. I currently do that. My son is now 5, and we don't actually play catch up much. So, fetus is Latin for human offspring. That is correct. Fuck it button wins again. Or Stephen Akari wins again. Well, Stephen Akari, didn't see you come in. Yep. What's up, Smoking Spaceman? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I feel like you even know you have never seen a human soul occupying a fetus because like it's incredibly painful to have to be a fetus. So here's, that's an interesting. I think I understand the point you're trying to get to here, but humor me. If you're going, so we know that fetuses, which are children, feel pain when they're aborted. We know that they respond positively, warmly, happily to comforting stimuli. So the idea that it would suck to be a fetus is seemingly insane, right? Like you would have to be insane. So I don't know. Yeah, toddler to age 10. So I think you can make a good argument for children up to, I personally believe, 12, right? Because once you're a teenager, technically not a child, right? Technically. But anyway. Yeah. Greenland's all there, buddy. Shot show is over, and I'm still here because my flight got canceled, and I am stuck here in the hotel. I actually had to book back in. I checked out this morning, everything. I did everything that you do when you check out, and there we go. I literally was sitting there. I had actually just gone over and talked to, I forget who, and I was walking to meet CloverTech, and I get a message saying, "Hey, your flight's been canceled." So, Tyler Moore, what stage of fetus do you believe has personhood? I believe the instant at the moment of conception. At the moment of conception. I think that the argument that they're just a clump of cells falls flat, because if left alone, it will become a human, and therefore it is a human already. So we were all a fetus once. Some never grew out of it. That's mean. But Shot Show has been really good. A lot of really cool people. I shook hands with Hickok 45. I met James Tarr, who's a great writer. If you haven't read his books, you need to go read his books. I had a great chat with Michael Bain of Guns America, Guns TV, all of that sort of thing. And it really, super cool conversation with that guy. Meant a lot to me. I haven't seen him in like 10 or 15 years, so that was fun. I had great conversations with a bunch of people. I have a stack of cards of people I need to contact when I get home, literally this thick. Not even joking, a little bit. So there's a pardon me. There's a lot of work to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen at the moment. Coming into a toilet with so here's the thing. Individually, this is what's interesting that you guys don't know this, or you just refuse to accept it. Individually, the egg and the sperm not truly alive until the egg is fertilized by sperm. I understand this basic science eludes you. Once that happens, it's now a living organism. It's just science. Just science. It's okay. Unlike you, I did study in college. Biology. I started with biology. I didn't say it was dead. Organisms move. It doesn't mean that it is alive. Okay. So if you want to play that game, then you would have to admit that it is alive. Yes, consumer. This is not a consumer show. Why did that show? Hey, Jake. Yeah. So this is not a consumer show. You have to be involved in the gun industry in some way, right? And the so I'm media, right? Years ago when I went, I was an attendee, which meant that I was there with someone who's either a retailer or a buyer or a factory representative or whatever. So that's how you can. And I mean, there are guests, right? There are guests of NSSF, there are guests of various organizations, but it's hard to get those passes. So there you go. Let's see. Hang on. I don't really get into a long discussion here because I am going to go get some lasagna. Early fetus and pretty much all of embryo is almost nothing but painful raw nerves while the hands are grinding their way out of the elbow and the elbow grinding. I don't know. I mean, again, they act very positively to. I mean, I you could say that it's painful. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it is already wide as. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. So, at any rate, yeah, we're finally getting an audience, and I have to go eat. Maybe I'll come back in a couple hours. I don't want to go to bed too late, but I don't want to go to bed too early either. I do have at 3:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning to be at the airport because I do have what time is my flight? Let us see. Woof, bruh. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, I got to get up at like 3:30. So I'll. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock here, guys. I'm gonna have to jump. I apologize. Why does it say it's 8 o'clock here? It's only 5. It's 5:44 here. My computer doesn't know what time it is. What's wrong with this guy? All right. Anyway, so I have. I'll stay another little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Who is messaging me here? Who's this? That's true. Yeah, Raging Patriot is correct. All right. If there's a person experiencing any, that would be a total mental freak out, pushing more stress in the organism. Interesting. I'll stay a little while longer, guys. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to cam down for a minute, so you guys just chill out and enjoy the music. There we go. All right, that quickly, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to make some changes to the HVAC in here. It is freaking cold. So, at any rate, my show is all about the. My show this year has been all about the suppressor. All about the suppressors. So many suppressors. Like, you have no idea how many suppressors. Like, crazy number of suppressors. And it's just amazing. It's amazing. Amazing, I tell you. And it would be, I would, not even attempting to do justice to it in how much the market has swollen through all of these debates, or not debates, but all of these various companies producing new suppressors. So, I mean, again, Lyman is making one, Noserables, all this stuff. They don't teach this biology science wrong in the United States of America. That's true. They didn't teach it right. Yeah. All right. So, what else is cool? I mean, just a ton of stuff at Sean, like so much. Well, I met Lou Ferrigno. That was cool. I got a picture with him. Well, I took a picture of him. It was awesome. So, but yeah. What else? So suppressors, 11s, ton of Glocks and copy Glocks are out. Tons of them. Like, you can't even imagine. So it's truly a great show. Really amazing. Really, really amazing. A lot of targetry. Oh, and Gatling guns. There was something, I don't know what it was this year. There were so many Gatling guns out, or mini guns. I shouldn't say Gatling guns. They were mini guns. Yeah. Okay. All right. Not those two. Shut up. Like, you're annoying today. Did I get any? Oh, smoking spaceman, bro. Did I get any good leads? All right. Stan, give me one more sec. Off screen. All right, cool. All right, here we go. So this is the stack of cards I have for potential interviews. These are not products I'm interested in buying. This is not, people that, I mean, some of it's people that want to do business with me, have me do reviews and stuff of their products. This stack, these are potential interviews. And these aren't all of them. So I'm not going to show their information, but let's say, so Ed Brown, you may, if you're into 1911s, you'll recognize the name Ed Brown. Phoenix Trinity. I don't know that I'm going to get an interview with Phoenix Trinity. James Gill. Now, James Gill is the fellow that I show videos of. That is the one-eyed, one-legged man who wins at shooting competitions at like the tactical games. James Tarr, a noted writer, and super cool guy. Shade, this A&M Nitride, Shade McMillan is going to be on. This is Agency Arms, who are doing amazing things with aftermarket grips, parts, and everything for Glocks, SIGs, and everybody else. Russell Fagan, who, by the way, if you guys don't know who Russell Fagan is, if you've ever been interested in a 3-gun match, or if you've ever, and you may not have, but there he had this video that was probably one of the very first viral videos. I don't know if it's still up on YouTube, but it's where he was shooting the I believe it was Superstition or some other match, and it was or maybe it was Desert Brutality, and he literally I think it's one of the most watched videos ever, and it started more people into 3-gun than like anything else. And it's insane how many people have watched that video way back in, like, I think he did it in 2012 and then gone on to be in 3-gun. So, and he's part of Cav Arms. He's part of a couple of other people. We have Craig Outson, who's a shooter that I've been hanging out with. I don't know who Pete Harrigan or Matt Wembley is, so don't know who those guys are. Are those important people? All right. So, and I've got, I'm talking with Sarzalmax and SDS Arms. Both are not only looking at doing projects with me, but they're also, they'll also be on the show at some point. One Horse Firearms, they're going to come on and talk. They do a lot of kind of activism for gun rights. Lanny Barnes is going to come on. Lanny Barnes is amazing. She's just super cool. She's actually a friend of mine. I've been looking for her while she was there and couldn't. And honestly, it was just kind of tough to catch up with her. But she's going to be on at some point. What's up, Bandit? How are you, buddy? We've got the owner of the owner engineer at Desert Tech, who do the cool bullpup rifles. They're going to come on. They also make a really cool AR. The lead engineer and owner of Genesis Firearms, who makes the Genesis 12 shotgun, he's probably going to come on. I think he's going to come on because he really digs it. We've got guys from Century Arms. You guys may Canic. They have a bunch of other brands, but the Canic is their big one. The CEO of Rise Armament, Rise, the guys at Rise really like what I talked about, and they're ready to come. Their CEO wants to come on. We've got to figure that out. The founder of A Girl and a Gun is going to come on. I was involved with an interview with her the other day with Clover Tack, and we're going to have her on the show, and it's going to be awesome when I have her on the show. She founded A Girl and a Gun, which is now like the largest women's organization out there. We're also going to have some of the guys from GOA come on, Gun Owners of America. We're also going to have, I'm trying to get this guy from England from Ely Ammunition to come on. We were talking about that earlier. He is legit. And he is committed to coming on. We have to do some legwork for that because they're thinking, they are English, and obviously in their country, they can get in trouble for what they say, unlike here. And so we're going to we got to play within some rules to deal with the English guy, but it's going to be rad. It's going to be really cool. Again, SDS, we're going to work with SDS. They are the importer distributor for Gerson, Mac, and a bunch of other really cool brands. They're going to be a part of it. Probably going to get one of the guys from Meprolite. They do sites and other things, and they do a lot of factory stuff. And they're going to. I think they want to come on. We'll see. We'll see. I talked to the guys at Seymour Sighting System. Maybe they'll come on, maybe not. We'll see. That may be a next thing. I've got this guy from Umarex. You know who Umarex is? Umarex is one of the leading air gun manufacturers and importers. And Umarex is awesome. And the guy at Umarex is hilarious. And he's going to make his show will be one of the best shows ever, guaranteed, 100%. He is amazing. That's a bunch of interviews right there. I'm looking to try and get the guys from Alpha Foxtrot to come in. Alpha Foxtrot is a Korean-based is a Georgia-based company, but their parent company is Dasan. Dasan is a Korean manufacturer that actually does a ton of work with OEM manufacturers with 1911 and 2011 parts, and now they've actually just decided, hey, we make all this stuff for everybody else. We're going to build one of our own, and we haven't seen it before. Well, we've kind of seen it before. Good quality stuff. I own one, and I'm going to try and have the sales manager, CEO guy for Dasan come on. Grand Designs says, do I have plans to meet up with Shenandoah while in Vegas? I didn't. I've been balls to the wall every day. I've had no spare time at all. I mean, this is the first time I've been streaming, and I'm about to go eat dinner, and then I'm coming back up here and going to bed because I have to be up at 3:30 to catch a flight. So normally I would be up to meet up with Shenandoah and talk to him. He seems like a really cool guy to hang out with. But it's okay. It's not Samsung, Sam Gun. That's right. That's right. The Koreans make great weapons, and we use a shit ton of parts from them. So Double Alpha Academy, I'm going to see if I can have those guys on. They make some really cool stuff, and I can't wait to talk with them. They were very interested in being on. The guys from Steyr USA, they're near me. They're in Alabama. We'll see if I can get them on. I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to. The guy from Arma Spec, I'm going to have those guys on. Those guys are legit, and I talked to them for quite a while, and they're going to come on. Then the guys from Obsidian Arms. Now, I've talked to this guy before, owner, super cool guy, great story. It's a family-run company, and they're legit. And so I'm actually going to talk to him. He's going to come on, and I'm not really sure when, but they're doing some really cool stuff with 22 precision 22 and dedicated 22 AR platform rifles that are amazing. They're really good. I've got some great pictures of them, and I've got a great picture of the owner with one that I'll be putting up. Or I'll have ready for the next show when we do the actual recap. So I got stuff with Obsidian. Actually, give me like 3 cards. And then I've got, I'm going to have an interview with Osight from for 100% sure on that. And then we've got, again, I got tons of shooters that are going to be involved. Other companies that I don't happen to have their card in this stack are going to be involved. So yes, I literally was basically trying to fill up an entire year of shows on here, and I put in a ton of work. I have Ben Stager on. We're actually probably gonna have Ben Stager on both channels, on the debate channel, political channel, and on the gun channel. We'll talk gun stuff, and then on one show, and then the next show, we're gonna get Ben. We're gonna let Ben have free reign to talk about whatever he wants to talk about, and it's because he and I sat and talked about the Minnesota, the Minnesota shooting for quite a while. Ben's awesome. What's up? Pardon me. Carva Atana. That was really cool. Real Patriots Own Guns, plural. Absolutely. Agree with that. It sounds like I got a ton of prep work for all those interviews. Absolutely. And I had a very good presentation. But, basically the way I looked at it is if I could get 50 interviews, I got my whole year planned, right? And so I'm going to do one a week. And that's what, a lot of these companies, Rise wants to send me a trigger. I'm going to reach out to them. They want to send me a trigger and some other stuff. There are several companies that want to send me guns to try and to test and to, put through its paces in a competition environment. I said, I'm glad to do that. And I've got a lot of work. Gun Prattle is, for a channel with one episode actually uploaded. I've got more. I just haven't put them up yet. And all of that, a lot done. I got a lot done. So, and really, like the really cool stuff, you just can't get away from it. And it's really cool. So, yeah. All right. So anybody did I come across? There was an entire stall with magazine solutions for what was the name? How did they non-permissive states? So so that's what I heard. But yeah, California's rough, man. California's real rough. So I actually just got an email tonight from Juggernaut Tactical saying they're still shipping to California. Yeah. So yeah. Anybody got any other questions? I mean, I'll answer anything I can within reason. I talked to Jerry Mikulik again. I don't think he'll get him on the show, but I talked to him. He was super cool. I ran into a lot of really cool people that you guys probably don't know and have never heard of, but they're just really, really cool in the industry. So I didn't geek out, but it was rad to talk to those people. Also Black Rain Ordnance. Those guys are super interested in doing a show or something down the road with me, and especially talk about the training and a lot of the things they do other than just building cool rifles. So I mean, I put in work. This was not a holiday. I don't know how far I walked, but I promise you it was over 18,000 steps a day. So what's up? Wait, Ace, how are you, my man? How you doing? So yeah. If anyone's got any questions, stuff that they are wondering about SHOT Show or any kind of observations or anything like that, man, just pop off. That's all I'm gonna do it. So I'll be happy to answer, at least for those few minutes, because I am getting ready. Not even kidding about going to get some food. Yes, from actually I covered that earlier. Smoking Spaceman. It was an amazing. There was an amazing number of Old West single action revolvers, Old West style, even double action revolvers, Schofields kind of thing, and all kinds of lever guns, pump guns in that genre of the Old West, and it was actually really cool. More than I don't remember there being that many the last time I was there, but this time it was legit that there was a ton of people. I didn't get a chance to really look at a bunch of it, but I mean, it wasn't just Uberti this time. I mean, there was a bunch of brands that had really cool old single action style revolvers and double action style. But it's actually really rad, really cool. So, anybody else? Also, if you're over on the An Unreasonable Man channel, please. I didn't do the link. Give me 1 sec. I got to do this. I forgot to. Do me a favor. Go to this link and go to this link and join, subscribe, do all the things. Most neat metal frame optic ready handguns. The new Steyr, fuck it button. I'm telling you, the new Steyr, it's hand fitted. It's a near competition gun. Even their double action carry gun is really good. Trigger's not as good as the single action, but what can you do? Feels good in the hand. It's got a good weight. They've got several options, and I think the price point is going to be reasonable, right? Like it's going to be more than your Taurus. I think it's going to be really reasonable. I also like the SAR 7. But if you want to spend some money, if I were to spend money on a carry gun right now, I would probably, and I wasn't going to pick a 2011, probably pick up one of the Sig Sauer Fuse aluminum frames and build a Sig Sauer Fuse based custom gun. There's a ton of them. I'm going to do a thing on the Steyrs really soon. So you like the Steyrs? I do too. I really like the Steyrs. Also, for those of you guys who are just coming in, how to put this? When I covered this in the beginning, but I guess I need to do it again. I spent a ton of time everywhere doing a bunch of different stuff, trying to get a good grip on what's out there, who's selling what, all of that kind of thing. And I ran into the Steyr guys. They were good. They were really cool. There's so many good guns out there. Yeah, the metal frames are just so legit right now. They're just so good. They're so very good. There are just so many different, and you guys don't understand how many good brands are there that are not imported to the U.S. now because there's nobody importing them. So Sig does make a metal frame now, but Agency Arms makes a metal frame for the fuse, and there's several others, and it's just crazy how many people are making guns that you can just assemble a la carte. If you want a metal frame, great. Polymer frame, great. You just assemble it and it works. It's an amazing time to be alive. It just is. And it's hard to get a bad gun right now. It's really hard to get a bad gun. I don't really, you can, man, we can nitpick guns all day, right? Like, you can say, well, this gun's not that great. This gun's not that great. But, we're nitpicking. It's not like it used to be. Yeah. Yeah. Button, I'm telling you, man, the new Steyr is what the Sig or the CZ wants to be. I don't think it's going to break as much as a CZ. I think it's a pretty well made gun. Yeah. 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 The 3D printed frames are interesting from a couple of different standpoints, but I'm telling you, man, the new guns out there, especially like the SAR 9. I think you can buy a SAR 9 for like $1,000, and it's just a tremendously good gun for what it is. And you have brands like Daria who are building a factory in the U.S. to build guns here, but they've been building guns in Turkey for so long, and they actually care about making a good product. And so they take all of the feedback that the U.S. gives them when we give them feedback, and they try and they try and do a good job. So I was really impressed with the Daria shotguns and their Glock clones. They're actually really I like the grip on the Daria better than I do on the Glock. The Glock feels really slick, and the Daria actually feels really, really nice. So we'll see. Yeah, well, we will see anyway. All right, guys, it's 6 o'clock. I'm kind of dressed for dinner. I'm gonna grab a jacket. I'm gonna grab my wallet. I'm gonna get some lasagna. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I may or may not be back on later. It just depends on how tired I am. And I've walked about 18,000 steps a day for the last 3 or 4 days, and I'm stupid tired. If you have any questions, I will be back. Yeah, the SAR 7 looks really good. Look at the SAR 9 too. The SAR 7 and SAR 9 are cool guns. And it makes so many versions of it. So I'm gonna jump off, guys. I'm gonna go get some food. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry the internet's been kind of wonky. It is. I am in Vegas on Wi-Fi in a hotel, so I'm doing the best I can. As always, guys, be cool. Wear the glasses if you need them, and hopefully I get home tomorrow. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night.